are these people?
I brought another Indie Media Award honoree, Dave DeCamp from Antiwar. Don't forget about Venezuela. All right, because I think a lot of people are still sleeping on Venezuela. We've been bombing boats. Congress, this is the crazy thing. And I'm like, did Congress just literally abdicate war powers? Congress, the Senate, votes down a resolution to block Trump from starting a war with Venezuela? Wait, so are they then giving him permission? Well, not exactly. They're just not blocking him. The Senate Thursday rejected a resolution to stop Trump from launching an attack on Venezuela without authorization from Congress. Last I checked, that was the fucking law. I mean, technically, he can launch something, go to them, and then within 48 hours get their permission or whatever it is after the fact. But really, that shouldn't even be happening. The resolution, led by Senators Tim Kaine, Rand Paul, and Adam Schiff, so it's bipartisan, blah, failed to pass the chamber by a vote of 49 to 51, with just two Republicans, all right, Rand Paul and Lisa Murkowski, supporting the bill. And this is, again, the Republican version of the parliamentarian, where they allow one or two of their rank to break ranks, even though they know it's not going to make a difference in the long run. They let them throw them one, you know. We see the squad do this often, where they don't necessarily all vote together. Ahead of the vote, Trump administration officials were telling lawmakers that they currently didn't have plans to bomb Venezuela, part of a strategy to discourage Republicans from stopping the war powers resolution. According to CNN, during the briefings, Trump officials still didn't rule out potential future military action. So we don't necessarily have plans right now, but we might in the future, and we might like that ability, and we certainly don't want you to vote our ability to do that and take that away, sirs. What? The Trump officials also said that they currently lacked a legal justification to launch strikes on land in Venezuela. But a U.S. official told CNN that the admin is seeking one from the Justice Department and doesn't plan to ask Congress for authorization. Again, a clear violation of the Constitution, which requires congressional approval for the executive to launch a war. He doesn't give a fuck, and nobody's going to stop him. Trump has sent mixed messages on the potential for a war with Venezuela. You mean an unprovoked attack on Venezuela? And according to the Wall Street Journal, he's expressed reservations over the idea of launching strikes on the country. He should. But the massive U.S. military buildup in the Caribbean continues as a U.S. aircraft carrier and its strike group are on their way to the region. We reported on that 2 weeks ago. And the administration has continued its illegal bombing campaign against alleged drug-running boats without any evidence presented whatsoever. The New York Times reported Tuesday that Trump is considering potential major escalations that could lead to a full-blown war with Venezuela. They include bombing military targets inside the country, sending special ops forces to kill or capture Maduro, or sending a much larger force to capture airfields and oil infrastructure. Right? That's right, Topher. It's an unprovoked attack on fucking fishermen. That's absolutely correct. With no evidence, no receipts other than trust us, bro. So, fuck the Trump administration for that. As well as for the data center stuff that they're pushing, because they're certainly being bought off for that. And for this police abuse, which is happening under his watch, too. So, this is more horrifying domestic shit that's happening and international stuff that's happening thanks to Trump. And not just Trump, but Trump, remember, is a symptom. He's not the one running all of this. You've got Bannon, you've got the donor class, you've got the Adelsons that are making sure everything runs in Israel and Iran and Lebanon and all the other stuff. This is a global network, okay? C.J. Hopkins often referred to it as global cap because it's global capitalism. It's all the forces working together. Dissent in Bloom. Even if they had evidence, extrajudicial killings are bullshit. They can't be judge, jury, and executioner. It's not like they couldn't arrest them. And the ones that they didn't kill, that they did arrest, they let them go without charges. Sorry, we blew up your boat, bro. Looks like you're not really guilty. You're free to go. Yeah, thanks. What? Yeah. To support independent media, and the way to do so is to join that wall of fame. Cash App, $ Indie News Network. We got a new member joining tonight. o-fi.com/Indie News Network. You got paypal.me/Indie News Network. We're live over at IndieNewsNow.com. It's the name of the show, Indie News Now Live. IndieMediaToday.com. We're also live over there on Substack. Thank you so much for seeing. Good to see you there. And at INNNewsletter.com. We're gonna do this every Tuesday night now at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're just shifting. So for those who weren't here earlier, like Vicky, and it's in the description, but How Do We Miss That is evolving. You know, I took a look around at the landscape and I said, you know, as a show name, it's been around for 4 years. We never really named the show. It kind of evolved into its own name, but I never actively decided that this is what I want to call it. But because we're using articles from Indie News Now, I think it makes a lot of sense to brand Indie News Now and link the website into the show name. So it's called Indie News Now Live. And I've been wanting to do a show kind of by myself, a news show. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see how this goes. Again, Thursday nights, you're going to see a mix of shows. You're going to see a combination of either INN one-on-one. You're going to see Indie's Tech Tips, which I'm going to do shows of, and we're going to talk about the tools. We're going to do some more Nobody Wants to Work Anymore, and there might even be one on Thursday with me and Himbo. And, of course, American Tradition, which will be the last Thursday of every month. We've kind of tried to set on that as a schedule. So thank you, everybody, again, for supporting this move. Tell everyone about Indie News Now and about Indie News Now Live. I really think that it might help give us a little bit of a boost because we certainly could use one. The algorithm doesn't love us. Boats, by the way, will be moving to 11 p.m. on Sunday nights. So we are still going to do boats. It's going to happen on Sunday night. And the last Sunday of every month will still be an uncensored boats. But the truth is that I can't continue to stay up as late as I've been staying on Sunday nights, especially. And I've got to start working on my schedule. So spreading this out a little bit better seems to make more sense, at least for me. And we're going to try this and see how it goes. And thank you, everybody, for being on board and supporting that. So I will, again, say to support independent media because we need it more than ever. And we will see you next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m., check out INN News with Reef and Colin. And we'll see you again real soon. Love you all, fam. No! We just fucking lost the stream!
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want?